So my friends, welcome to a new altcoin update video. Today it's about Cardano. We are currently trading at 64 US dollar cents. We haven't had strong weeks behind us, to be honest, but with which altcoin have we really had that? So except for XAP, almost the entire altcoin market has actually collapsed. That's why today we're taking another look at Cardano, because it was one of the requests, or was requested very, very often. We'll look at what might be possible in the coming weeks and what my general price targets are for the next weeks and months. So definitely stay tuned until the end. But before we start, you know the drill. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to activate the bell so you get notified whenever there's a new video. Also, feel free to check out the free Telegram talk and Signal group. If you're interested in updates, news, and signals, feel free to join. And if you want to buy, trade, or do anything else with Cardano, you can do it all on my partner exchange Binx. Link to it is below in the video description. Currently, there's a chance to grab up to 11,500 USDT in trades or rewards here. As mentioned, link below in the video description or comment section. Yes, Cardano 64 US dollar cents. We have formed, yes, two significant low points here. Interestingly, the wick that we formed here back on February 3rd hasn't been completely filled yet, but that's not really the issue with Cardano here, because normally it's said that if the wick is filled to 3/4, or let's say at least 90%, then in my opinion, the wicks are pretty much considered filled. Nevertheless, a mini wick is still, yes, left here. And if we take a look at the whole thing on the daily time frame, we can also see here, we've left another new wick. This whole zone here was extremely important back then, as I said, also because of the wick. The buying zone, for me, will only start to become interesting if we go down here again, or if we set this wick even lower, down here. That means, of course, one can already accumulate Cardano now, for those who like the risk or who hope that this was already the bottom. But for me, there are two significant points. So point number one, filling this wick down here again would be point number one, as mentioned, at 51 US cents. And the large green box that would come next would be down here at 47 cents to approximately 43 US cents. What does this have to do with? On one hand, of course, because we are still in an absolute downtrend here. That must be clear to everyone. Of course, the golden pocket did not hold. The 0.786 level has already been breached twice, but that's not so important because, as mentioned, this zone here from 51 down to 43 US cents, those are the important zones. We have had massive movements here. You can also see the volume down here, the buying volume, which coincided directly with this candle. This means that really at 51 US cents, the volume started to rise, or rather to rise explosively, and then we had this rally here. This means it is very, very possible that we will move downwards again in the coming weeks and then find our double bottom here or somewhere in this area, and then see an altcoin season. I'm mentioning this altcoin season cautiously, but you definitely know what I'm getting at. The other point is, of course, how will it continue afterwards, right? Will we see another recovery, or is that it for the complete recovery? I believe that we will at least see another rally. By rally, I mean, you know my strategy 100%. And afterwards, yes, that we ultimately take our profits. And that will be it for the time being. That's the plan for now, and I'll quickly sketch it out for you. That means if we find our bottom down here, somewhere in this area, around 43 US dollar cents, then up here is my maximum point for now at 92 to approximately, well, let's say 80 US dollar cents, but it would also fit very, very well. We would then have our 100% pump at around 80 US dollar cents, and then over into the golden pocket would be the next starting signal. That means up here would be my next sell orders in this area to at least take the profits and book. Then we'll see if it goes even higher. In the short term, not much has really happened. So we are in the consolidation phase here. Sure, the pump in the last few hours, we had that across the entire market currently. But otherwise, there's actually significantly less happening here. Interestingly, also here, let's quickly turn on the vectors. We still have a vector candle up to 57 US dollar cents. That means we have the same scenario as with Bitcoin currently, where we also have the risk of falling down again here and then only starting the upward movement again in the short term. Feel free to write your opinion in the comments below. What do you think about it? Are you bullish? Are you bearish on Cardano? Have you already bought more? Will you buy more? Write it in the comments below. And otherwise, I would say I wish you a nice Easter Monday. Take care. Until then, bye-bye. And as always, stay cool.